network here, and we're breaking it down. What is wholesaling? All right, wholesaling is the act of finding distressed and discounted properties and putting them under contract, and in turn flipping or selling that contract to cash buyers. All right, so we got number one is going to be the discounted and distressed properties. So we got discounted and distressed properties. All right, so you are going to be finding distressed properties. Not all of them is going to be distressed now, so don't wrap your mind around this. Properties that you're going to find are going to be properties that were inherited, where somebody passed away, left it to a family member. They didn't have the money to fix it up. They've been paying taxes on it for years, and they just can't afford the upkeep and stuff on it anymore. They just want to sell it, get out from under it, and be done with it. Some of them come from divorce, where they lived in it for 10, 12, 15, 18, 20 years. They get divorced. They have to sell all of their stuff. So they're willing to sell a house at a discount because then again, they don't have the money to fix it up and make it suitable to sell at full market value. You got people that are in foreclosure. Same scenario. They lived in it 10, 12, 15, 18, 20 years. Lost their job or something happened. They can't afford to keep the house anymore. So basically, what you're doing when you wholesale, you are creating win-win-win scenarios. You are going to make money off wholesaling this house. You are going to help somebody out of a distressed situation, whether they inherited it, they just can't afford to pay taxes on it, they need the money for whatever they need it for, or if it's in foreclosure and they're not even getting any money from it, they just need it paid off, or you're keeping a foreclosure off of their credit record, and then you are in turn selling that contract to a cash buyer who's going to put money in it. They're going to cash flow every month on it, renting it, or they're going to fix it up and they're going to flip it and they're going to make, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 off of it. Basically, wholesaling is a quick in and out. You're not worried about buying materials. You're not worried about paying employees. You're not worried about any of that. What you're worried about is finding the distressed properties at a discounted price, creating a win-win-win scenario, putting it under contract, selling that contract, and getting out of it as quick as you can. This takes essentially no money and no credit, because you are not actually purchasing the property yourself. You have another cash buyer that's actually purchasing the product or the property. And here's the biggest thing with wholesaling. It is your mindset. All right, you have to get your mindset right, because this whole thing is a numbers game. And let me tell you this, if you think it's just quick in and out and it's just quick cash, you better think again, because wholesaling is an actual business. So you have to keep that in your mind. This is an actual business. And you need to run it as such. This right here, no money and no credit. I've been wholesaling houses for almost 15 years. And there's been 3 properties that I've actually put EMD on, which is an earnest money deposit, and they were all $10. I never put more than $10 down on any property that I have ever gotten under contract. Because when you sign that contract, if the seller signs it agreeing to no earnest money, it is still a legal and binding contract. So basically, wholesaling is finding distressed properties at a discount. You're trying to create a win-win-win scenario between you, the seller, and the buyer. You want to get in quick, get out quick. You don't need any money or any credit to do this, and you have to have that mindset right, because I'm telling you guys, this is a numbers game. And just to give you, for instance, I've actually done this. All right, I went out in one day, all right, 1 7-hour day driving for dollars, and I'll explain all this in another video. All right, we found 64 houses. All right, after skip tracing, looking them up, and calling them, out of 64 houses, we were able to wholesale 5 of these houses, all right, which isn't too bad. All right, but then we went out for an entire weekend. I actually didn't go out. We went out one day, and I've also got other people that, you know, send me leads in and out and in and out. So I actually had a list of 171 properties. Now here it is, guys. 171 properties. We closed on 2. Granted, one of them was for $18,000, but I had to skip trace and cold call. Set out of 171, and I probably dialed 300 numbers. So it's a numbers game. So I probably dialed 300 numbers to get those 2 deals to make $18,000, and it only took, well, only one of them was 18,000. I want to say the other one was only like 4,000. So you know, we made 22K, but it only took 2 weeks to do it. All right, guys. So this is the breakdown of what wholesaling is. And now here's the thing. You can actually, this isn't just for houses, guys. So keep that in your mind now. This isn't just for houses. All right. All right. So as far as what can you wholesale? Now this isn't going to write for me. All right. So as far as what you can wholesale, you can pretty much wholesale any kind of real estate. So you can do houses, you can do apartments, you can do land, you can do commercial buildings. You can even wholesale cars and boats and, you know, whatever else. But as far as real estate, you know, don't set your mind to just houses. I mean, granted, you can go out and you can find cash buyers and stuff for houses a lot easier, but always keep your mind open for apartment buildings, for land, and for commercial. You know, I've met with a few land developers and some home builders who are looking for land. So they give me a price and they say, hey, we're looking for X amount of land. It's 50 to 100 acres. All right, they give me their parameters on the land. They give me the areas they're looking for, and they say, look, in this specific area, we're willing to pay 35 to 40K per acre. All right, so I go out, you know, whether it be through social media or friends, through family, driving around finding empty land, you know, so say I find 100 acres, all right, and say I negotiate $20,000 an acre, got it on contract, $20,000 an acre for each acre for 100 acres. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to sell it to this builder. If they're looking for 35 to 40K, I'm going to sell it to them for 30K. So now I've got it under their goal price. So I created that win situation for them. I'm going to make $10,000 per acre for 100 acres. Guys, that's a huge chunk of change to go out and find this land, put it under contract, and sell it right to those home builders or sell it right to the land developers. So keep in mind, you know, it's not just houses. You can do houses, you can do apartments, you can do land, you can do commercial buildings. That's all about building your network and knowing what your buyers want, what your buyers are looking for. So this is the breakdown, guys, of basically what wholesaling is, and to give you a good general breakdown and idea of what it is.